Welcome to another episode of NCW. I am your host, your general manager, your commentator for the evening, NeoXtreme, and we are coming to you live from Santa Clara, California, with a stacked card for you here tonight as we are on our way to NCW Revolution, our final stop before we make it to Chaos Mania 2. But for now, we are kicking things off with a no disqualification match between the Cyborg, Trevor Lee White, and the Outlaw, Jake Robinson. Last week we saw Manhunter vs Malcolm Riley in a no DQ match. Malcolm Riley lost at the Manhunter. Can Jake Robinson get a victory for the Outlaws before their big tag team championship rematch at Revolution? Or will the Kings of Darkness clean sweep them in singles action? Next we got at tag matches. We've got Death Club's Tommy A. Hawkins and Buddy Andrews taking on the Lashley brothers, Bass and Ellie Lashley. This is the first time Tommy A. Hawkins and Buddy Andrews have been teaming together. Can they beat a bond stronger than blood? And next we have Ellie Hartman, a former NCW Women's Champion, taking on the #1 contender for the NCW Women's Championship at Revolution. We're talking about the mother of Russia, Selina Sokolov. And Selina Sokolov looking to send a message to the champion Amber James on what's to come at Revolution. And next we've got Evan Edwards versus Kazuchika Okada. We got one of the #1 contenders for the undisputed title taking on the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. Remember, there was a step between these two men of who became champion. Okada held the title. Cassity and Evan Edwards beat Cassity. But can Evan Edwards beat Okada and claim to be the best champion of 2018? Oh, season 2. And next we've got David Cassidy, former undisputed champion, taking on the current Intercontinental champion. We got the Hardcore Icon taking on the Intercontinental legend. Can David Cassidy defeat Eddie Knight to build some momentum after those back-to-back defeats at the hands of Evan Edwards at NCW Storm? Or will Eddie Knight prove that he is the one to watch, not the undisputed title, but the Intercontinental? And next we have Oscar with Corvo Jack and Tisda in his corner, making his singles debut, taking on Spike Masters with Drew Kennedy, Tyson Steele in their corner. At NCW Revolution, these two teams will collide for the 6-man tag team titles. Tyson Steele, Corvo Jack, they will collide for the United States title. But so far Unstable has gotten 2-0 in victories over the French Alliance. Will they make it a third tonight, or will the French Alliance finally fight back against Unstable? And in our main event, we've got a Chaos Mania main event revisited. That's right, we got Clark Oliver Morrison, the current NCW Hardcore Champion, versus the Undisputed Champion, King Gutta. And how this match came about was simple. Clark Oliver Morrison defeated Evan Edwards, who was the NCW Undisputed Champion, while he took that Hardcore title. Gutta, on the other hand, came in and cashed in that briefcase after Clark was done with the business. Clark called out Gutta last week, said, "You're putty in my hands, and I'm looking to prove it." That's why if Clark Oliver Morrison wins tonight, he will vacate that Hardcore Championship to be added to the Revolution main event. That means if he wins tonight, it will become a fatal 4-way between Gutta, Cassity, Evan Edwards, and Clark Oliver Morrison. Can he beat him tonight, or will King Gutta prove that money for Chaos cash-in was more than just a fluke? Anyway, we're gonna kick things off with the Cyborg versus the Outlaw. Here we go, first match of the night, and these two teams are going to be in for a war at Revolution. At NCW Storm, the Outlaws took the NCW Undisputed Tag Team titles away from the Kings of Darkness. Kings of Darkness, however, the very next chance they got, they recaptured the tag team titles for a second time in a elimination street fight. But now, at NCW Revolution, these two teams will collide perhaps for a final time in a 30-minute tornado tag team Iron Man match. Rules that are simple. Two teams, 30 minutes, have at it. Last team with the most points standing will win. And here comes Trevor Lee White, the Cyborg. Funny enough, he is the brains of the operation while Seth Goldman and Andy Reeves are currently off in Texas in that All-Stars Championship tournament. Andy Reeves leading on points. Coming into the 13th round, 20 points. However, he is tied for wins and losses. That means he could be defended. He may have to defend that opportunity to make it to the finals. And perhaps maybe a triple threat match, depending on this final round result, round 13 result. Whether it could be a singles match or it could be a triple threat, depending if he wins or loses. Because there's three men who could reach him. The three men who are in that could go to that second chance match are three men who have beaten Andy Reeves. But anyway, that's for pretty much after NCW because it's the A block. But either way, Manhunter, Trevor Lee White, they can't wait to get their hands on the Outlaws yet again. And here we go with the Outlaws, former Hardcore Champions, both men. Not to mention former NCW Undisputed Tag Team Champions. And now they want to become two-time Undisputed Tag Team Champions, but they got to get through the Kings of Darkness. Of course, that is no easy task, but they do have 30 minutes to obtain that goal. And these two teams are looking to go to a wall. Malcolm Riley, of course, he feels disgusted at the fact that he lost to Manhunter last week, but you got to think the outside interference from Trevor Lee White was the one who made the difference, because while Malcolm Riley did have the match technically won, I think at that point, Trevor Lee White distracting that referee. Referee couldn't do anything about it due to the no DQ stipulations. And then the Manhunter struck with that end of man, and it was all but over for Malcolm Riley. I wonder, did anything change in tonight's strategy for Jake Robinson to take on Trevor Lee White? Here we go. We're going to square up middle of the ring. Trevor Lee White. Northern Lights suplex. And the Manhunter enjoying what he was seeing there. Oh, and a shot to the body. Big spinning roundhouse kick there, but caught. Knee to the side of the head. Remember, Trevor Lee White did make it to the... Oh no, he only went to the second round in the tournament. In the King of the Ring tournament before being eliminated by Sean O'Connor. I'm like, wait a minute, didn't he go high? But either way, Oh, shot to the face. Thought he might have been looking for a shoulder tackle, but no. Stopped a little bit before he made connection. And a big knee there to the side of the head. And now Jake Robertson looking suplex on the outside, but Trevor Lee White blocking it. Reverses it into his own, and his leg slammed right into those steel steps. Jake Robertson in trouble here. Oh, as he gets rammed right into that announcer table. Gut first. Oh, and a beautiful Insiguri off the rebound there. Going in for the cover. Can he score the 3? No, not even a 1. Jake Robinson easily able to kick out there, but Trevor Lee White continuing the domination here. Oh, look at that. Just trying to snap the arms of Jake Robinson. But luckily the Outlaw able to get out of it. And here we go, Irish whip now. Off the rebound. Oh, and into a spine buster. As he goes in for the cover. But not even a 1 count. These two men showing it's going to take a little bit more than that to even attempt a count. With a big power bomb there by Jake Robinson. And a vicious headbutt to the Cyborg. Look at that, just mocking Manhunter over there in the corner. Heading up to the second rope now. Jake Robinson begging him to stand. What does the Outlaw have in mind? Here he goes. Missile dropkick right to the chest of the Cyborg, but doesn't go for the cover. No. Instead, hooking the head, going for a neck breaker, but Trevor Lee White able to counter. But Jake Robinson still able to catch him. Oh, now slamming his head into that top turnbuckle. Over and over and over again. And down goes Trevor Lee White, but look how quick he was back to his feet and walked straight into that running bulldog. Jake Robinson taking full advantage. Oh, that reverse DDT. Continuing the control. With Trevor Lee White able to fight back here, but no. Knee to the abdomen region. Here we go. Looking for the Outlaw DDT, and that could be it. Goes in for the cover. 1, 2, and no. Trevor Lee White able to kick out. Snapmare takedown. Now twisting that neck, trying to rip off his head. The Cyborg back up, and again Jake Robinson catching him. Oh, and a big forearm right to the back, and now looking for a final cut in the corner. Is he really thinking of jumping that far? I mean, come on. Oh! Color me impressed and prove me wrong. He was able to make the kick. One. For a big man, he was able to fly a fair distance to hit that missile drop kick, but here he goes. Mickey-no-to driver by the Cyborg. And here he goes with the comeback. I mean the lariat. Big back body drop. The Outlaw in trouble here. Spine buster of his own, planting him. And the hand around the face. Trevor Lee White, he's used this in the past for victory. The cybernetic claw. Will it be enough to put the Outlaw to sleep? Look at this. Malcolm Riley is fighting, but Trevor Lee White released him. Couldn't quite snuff him out, but here he goes. Oh. That reverse Death Valley driver. 1, 2. Ooh, nearly a 3 count. Trevor Lee White not happy with that result. Thought he had the win and broke the neck, but no, here we go. Headlock DDT. And back to his feet. And the Outlaw now. Forearm to the face, another one. Trevor Lee White backed up into the corner, and here he goes, full head of steam. Jake Robertson, lariat, and a bulldog. The Outlaw picking up some momentum here, and here he goes with these Outlaw jabs. Trevor Lee White out on his feet. Oh, and now it could be, now his lights could be turned out. Or maybe not. Just some really good shots there by Jake Robertson, but Trevor Lee White still on his feet, and Malcolm Riley helping his tag team partner back up. And Trevor Lee White knows if he walks over there, he's in trouble, but looks like he's willing to go into the danger zone. And Malcolm Riley getting him back in the ring. Ooh, and a snap DDT. Beautiful counter there by Trevor Lee White. And here he goes looking for a back suplex. Dumped him on his neck. Where's the Cyborg going now? Heading up to the top rope. What could he be thinking to do? The Cyborg looking for that cyber stomp. And it could be over. 1, 2, 3. And a clean sweep by the Kings of Darkness. Outlaws have no idea how to take on that. And Jake Robertson was impressive at the start, but in the end, it's going to take a little more than that to put away a Cyborg. Especially one that can try to break your neck like that. Just no remorse for a human body at all. But that was not the victory moment. The victory moment came with the cyber stomp. Look at that, just standing over Malcolm Riley. That he was tonight's winner, and at Revolution they will be still tag team champions after 30 minutes. And here we go, Death Club enters the building. The two men with the mask. Tommy A. Hawkins with the brown hair, Buddy Andrews with the black hair. This is the first time Buddy Andrews has stepped into the ring with one of his Death Club brethren. He is the Death Soldier. Tommy A. Hawkins is the assassin. And they are looking to go to war. With the Lashley brothers here tonight. And the Lashley brothers, they look ready tonight to get back on a winning track. Because they have suffered a fair few defeats as of late. I think when they made their return, they defeated the Ventura brothers. However, they did lose a match to the Chick Magnets, if I remember correctly. But then they went into that 10-team battle royale. One of the Lashley brothers was one of the final four, I believe, or perhaps even one of the final two, but losing to Malcolm Riley in the end. And here we go. Two big men squaring off, but Tommy A. Hawkins is the only big man in this match for the Death Club ranks. Ellie and Bass, they're both big, they're both powerful. So maybe Buddy Andrews may have the speed to counter it, who knows. But what we do know is Bass Lashley is controlling Tommy A. Hawkins. Here we go. Oh, flatliner. Slowing that momentum of Bass Lashley down. And hooks ahead yet again. What's he got in mind here? Oh, back shot to the back of the neck with that elbow strike and an Irish whip into the corner. Looking to hang him up, Tree of Woe. Ellie Lashley wanted to get involved, but referee wise to stop him, and now Tommy A. Hawkins is mocking Bass Lashley, but that may be a mistake because Bass got back to his feet before Tommy A. Hawkins was done mocking him. Tommy A. Hawkins, a former NCW Tag Team Champion. Buddy Andrews, a former United States Champion. The Lashley brothers, former #1 contenders for the tag team titles. When they made their debut, they challenged the Chick Magnets for a shot at those tag team titles. However, failed to capture them on their first night on the job. But they did impress, like they currently are doing now. Buddy Andrews boxes he is, able to toss the big man off. Oh, but Bass Lashley still in control of the much smaller Buddy Andrews. If you remember Buddy Andrews, he was in a tag team with Dylan Edwards, I believe. Never winning any championships. But that frustrated Buddy Andrews to the point that he practically left the company for a while to get it back in shape, to pull out that more dominated side. And one phone call from Death Club later, and look where we are. I mean, either one of these two teams could become tag team champions. All they need is one shot, one opportunity to get those hands on those tag team titles. And look at Tommy A. Hawkins taken down. Ellie Lashley there turned it into a Boston Crab, but no, too close to the ropes. But Ellie Lashley able to kick Tommy A. Hawkins off. But what does the big man have in mind? Ooh, taking a little bit too much time there. Tommy A. Hawkins with that wind-up lariat. And tag made once again to Buddy Andrews. And here we go with the Death Soldier. There goes the Death Soldier. Oh, getting greeted with that announcer's table. And a vicious stomp right to the body. Here we go back. Ooh, tries for a clothesline, got caught with that super kick to the body, and now DDT. Buddy Andrews even though he's much smaller than the Lashley brothers, he was still able to hit that impressive combination there. Perfect counter there by, I believe that's Ellie Lashley, just throwing Buddy Andrews around. And look at that vicious claw to the shoulder. Tag made. And now Bass Lashley looking to throw around the Death Soldier. Oh, with that gut wrench suplex. And look at these big shots right to the face. Perfect counter there by Buddy Andrews. Shot to the face now. What's he got in mind here? Irish whip into the corner. Tag made. Oh, and just running him right into that turnbuckle. The power of two men adding impact. And Tommy A. Hawkins just slamming the face of Bass Lashley into the ground. And now look at this. Surfboard. Oh, with the face crusher involved. Now Tommy A. Hawkins knocking down a referee to get to the top rope. Big man looking to fly here. Bass Lashley in trouble. Here he goes. Oh, tomahawk. I think he was going for a tomahawk chop, maybe. But Bass Lashley just grabbed the referee there. Now looking to drag himself over to his tag team partner. Makes the tag to Ellie. Oh, and here comes the big brother, I think. Ellie Lashley. Ooh, just gets stopped there, but still not done. Tries for a big boot. And finally connects after second attempt. His brother on the outside now looking to... Oh, now this gut buster, single knee style, followed up with a senton as he goes in for the cover. 1, 2, but not enough to put away Tommy A. Hawkins. Oh, and there's a back elbow there, slowing the momentum down. Tomahawk chop. Will that be the death blow as he goes in for the cover? 1. Ooh, only a 1 count. Back elbow just from Ellie Lashley to the forehead. Here we go, Irish whip now into the corner. But Hawkins able to escape. And now looking for a swinging neck breaker. Tommy A. Hawkins over the last 2 months, he's been at war with Raiden Hamilton, Eddie Knight, Okada, and now looking to end the Lashley brothers with that punt to the head. And here comes Buddy Andrews, DDT, taking that Bass Lashley. And Tommy A. Hawkins looking to put down Ellie Lashley. Here he goes, Assassin's drop, and rolls him over for the cover, hooks the leg, but too close to the ropes there. But maybe Tommy A. Hawkins just wanted to punish him because he's looking to set up another one, but this time Ellie Lashley able to counter it. And here he goes up on the shoulders, single knee gut buster and a senton as he goes in for the cover again. 1, 2, 3, and Buddy Andrews did not help there. But the Lashley brothers with a big victory over Death Club. Look, he just walks up and punts him square in the head. But for some weird reason, Tommy A. Hawkins stopped tagging in Buddy Andrews maybe getting a little arrogant. But in the end, the Lashley brothers, big victory here. Hard fought nonetheless, but a big one. I wonder if that will raise their stocks in this tag team division. Who knows, maybe they could become #1 contenders by Chaos Mania. Who knows? Here we go, some women's action, something we haven't seen in a while. But either way, we haven't seen Ellie Hartman in singles action. It looks like she's rocking some new gear tonight. But of course, she is in a world of trouble because she's stepping into the ring with the #1 contender for the NCW Women's Championship, the mother of Russia, Selina Sokolov. But Ellie Hartman thinks this is a good opportunity to return back to the women's division, the women's championship scene. If she could get a victory over the #1 contender, maybe, just maybe, it might open the doors for an opportunity to get into that title match at Revolution. But of course, that may be an easier said than done statement, because this woman at NCW Storm, she demolished Cynthia Moore, a former women's champion in her own right. Of course, Cynthia Moore was injured on that night. She did bring the fight, but in the end, that was the woman who became #1 contender. And Selina Sokolov looking to run through the competition en route to that women's championship. I just feel that Selina Sokolov, she is counting down the days she can get her hands on Emma James in that women's title. But what she sees, this is just a tune-up match, a warm-up for when she does get her hands on Amber James. And look at that power, just taking Ellie Hartman straight into the corner there with pure power. But luckily for Ellie, a clean break there. These two tying up again. Selina Sokolov, gets countered there with that snapmare takedown. And a knee to the back. Ellie Hartman will not be underestimated here. And a beautiful exploder. And a slap to the face. That may just enrage the mother of Russia. And here we go, big knee to the body. Vicious stomps to the chest of Ellie Hartman. And here we go, look at this, suplex. Looking ahead now. Ellie Hartman, big knee to the face. But Selina Sokolov looking to throw Ellie Hartman. Ellie Hartman with the arm drag, however, to stay on her feet. And another five-man carry takedown. Ellie Hartman playing defense and mixing in a little offense with that. I don't know, what would you call that? A flipping neck breaker? But either way, Ellie Hartman now Irish whip into the corner. Back elbow. Oh, and a massive lariat that just enveloped the top half of Ellie Hartman with that one hit. And now here comes Selina Sokolov with the assault of power, throwing the former women's champion around. But Ellie Hartman, reverse DDT, takes her down. Oh, what's Ellie Hartman got in mind here? Looking for some springboard action. Big forearm. Needing that extra height to take down someone as tall as Selina Sokolov. And here we go, Ellie Hartman looking to hit that heart bomb. Is that enough to put down Selina Sokolov? Maybe not, but this could be. Oh, and Selina able to see it coming, able to stop Ellie Hartman from whatever she was attempting there. And a snapmare brings her down. Oh, and look at these sharp elbows. Selina Sokolov looking for a quick finish here. Looking for a choke slam. No, turned into a DDT by Ellie Hartman. Somehow, some way she was able to turn it into a DDT and goes for the cover, but only a 1 count. Selina Sokolov will not go down that easy. Not while she's got that women's championship around the corner. And now Ellie Hartman looking to head top rope, looking to use that advantage yet again. Oh, not sure what she tried there, but kind of caught her. As Selina Sokolov backed into the corner, Ellie Hartman sliding drop kick. Oh, and a big forearm there by Selina. Here we go, pendulum backbreaker. Looking to snap Ellie Hartman in half. Look at that. Able to fight back here. Arm trap. Insiguri kick. Oh no, not an Insiguri, a Pele kick in fact. Oh, look at that. Selina Sokolov back to her feet. Shot to the face. Oh, and that big reverse super kick to the back of the skull. Ellie Hartman went down hard. Here we go. Shot to the body. Ellie Hartman could be in trouble here. Hand around the throat. This time it connects with the Sokolov bomb. And that could be it. 1, 2, 3. And Selina picking up a huge victory en route to her women's championship match at NCW Revolution. Let's not take anything away from Ellie Hartman. She brought the fight tonight, but in the end, it wasn't her night. It was Selina Sokolov's night. And will it be her night come Revolution in, I believe, 2 weeks? Look at that. She doesn't even need to cheer for these fans. Doesn't even need to celebrate for them because she knows that victory was in her hands. Will that championship be in her hands? We'll have to find out at Revolution. This is going to be one hell of a match tonight. Evan Edwards, former Undisputed Champion, first ever man to hold dual single titles. However, that all came crashing to an end pretty much in an instant. But of course, Evan Edwards does have one thing on his mind: get back that NCW Undisputed Championship in main event Chaos Mania 2. But in order to do that, he has to get through a triple threat, perhaps even a fatal four-way. But I'm sure he would love to get his hands on Clark Oliver Morrison yet again. But of course he may have to wait until Revolution in order to do so. Evan Edwards, longest reigning hardcore champion in Season 2. Season 1, that went to David Cassity. But of course Evan Edwards proved that he was the better of the two, the man who deserved that hardcore title. Until Clark Oliver Morrison butted his nose into everything and ruined it. Because that opened the floodgates for a Money for Chaos cash-in. But here's another man who has had problems with David Cassity. Okada and Cassity, they went to war over that undisputed title. It all accumulated in a 30-minute Iron Man match. And what a match that was. It was a bloodfest. They put everything into that performance to become NCW Undisputed Champion, but Okada was unable to do so. But now, without Cassity as the medal man, would Evan Edwards have defeated Okada for that undisputed title? Or perhaps would have Okada won the Hardcore Championship if it was down to these two to see who would be able to become the first ever dual champion, or singles dual champion. And we're about to find out. The Mexican Sensation versus the Rainmaker. And here we go, first time ever these two are squaring off. Oh, and jacks the jaw instantly with that kneeling stunner. And now Evan Edwards looking to go to town on the forehead of the Rainmaker with these vicious headbutts. Here we go, back to his feet. Hooking, Evan Edwards hooking the head of Okada, and now looking to break the, no, doesn't look to break the arm, instead goes for the leg drop on the arm. Thought he was looking to break the shoulder, or break the arm over the shoulder, and here we go, German suplex, but an instant kick out. Okada rolling through, looking for that air raid crash neck breaker. Oh, trying for a neck breaker, but no, Evan Edwards able to turn the momentum around and nailed his own. Oh, look at that, Evan Edwards with the Rainmaker pose. Oh, and just sweeping his foot right into the side of the head of Okada. Now coming off the ropes, looking for a punt kick to the side of the head, but no. Okada able to sidestep or roll to the side, either way. Drop toe hold, and now Okada back in control there with that elbow drop and senton in the form of a cannonball to the midsection. And Okada not done yet, another rolling senton. And now looking for that crossface, putting the knee into the back, but able to get out of it. Evan Edwards takes a kick to the body, blocks a shot by Okada, and now looking for a brain buster. Evan Edwards moving up to the second rope. And here he goes, blockbuster, but no. Okada able to sidestep, goes for the cover. Evan Edwards able to kick out of the move that could have ended him, but his own move that could have ended him. Okada now drops him on the top rope, looking to hang him out to dry. Okada looking to break the arm of Evan Edwards. There he goes, looking for the tombstone. Oh, and nailed the tombstone pile driver. But not done yet. Still one move left. Look, here he goes, German suplex. And that normally turns into a rainmaker. And here we go, hooks the leg. Can the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship beat the first ever dual singles champion? And not quite yet. Okada winning a fatal 4-way to become #1 contender for that Intercontinental title. Defeating Tommy A. Hawkins, Angel Ramirez, and Raiden Hamilton. And then the next week, last episode, Okada defeated Tommy A. Hawkins in a grueling match. And now has to fight Evan Edwards in a strike to the face. That vicious palm strike by Evan Edwards knocking down Okada as he nails that dancing leg drop. But Okada still on his feet. Well, still alive in this one. Big right hook there by Evan Edwards and a flatliner. A flatliner on the shoulder. Like a flatliner shoulder buster. Oh, kick to the head. Okada. Drop toe hold. There he goes, looking for an air raid trash neck breaker. Oh, and drops him right on the back of the neck there. Okada now looking neck breaker again. Floats over into the cover, but no foot under the bottom rope. Okada's already hit it once tonight. Can he hit it for a second time? Here he goes. German suplex. Hooks the arm for the rainmaker. This time for a second time. Middle of the ring. Can he get the pin? 1, 2. And no, Evan Edwards able to kick out. We've only seen Evan Edwards lose 2 matches. One for the Hardcore title, the other for the Undisputed title. Of course, one was after he just had a vicious match. Evan Edwards in 2 nights had 4 championship matches. And here he goes, big clothesline, another one. Okada trying for his own, coming off the ropes. Tilt-a-wall backbreaker. Yet the Mexican sensation not done yet. What could he be thinking here? Has Okada up against the ropes. Oh! Springboard enzuigiri. And now just stomping the face of Okada. He goes, looking to scoop him up. Okada. Neckbreaker. Evan Edwards, after taking 2 rainmakers, still in this one. Kick to the body, hook in the arms, looking for a straight jacket. Neckbreaker. As he floats over for the cover in some sort of a way, but Okada still able to kick out. And here we go. Evan Edwards looking to give Okada the silent treatment. And that could be it. 1, 2... and only a 2 count. Evan Edwards thought he had the match won, but now after hitting his best move doesn't know what to do as he dropped that elbow. But he can't take his eyes off the ball just yet. When he's going up against a 3-time undisputed champion, 1-time alpha champion, and a 2-year-long running IWGP Heavyweight Champion. And look at Okada now going to work here with these German suplexes, looking for the trifecta, and that's being the 6-1 of the match. As Okada now heading up to the second rope, looking for an elbow, but nobody home. And here we go, Evan Edwards getting thrown into that corner by Okada. But a counter there. And Evan Edwards hooks that head yet again. We're going to hang him up against the ropes. What's he got in mind here? Oh no, looking for a hangman. A neck breaker off the top rope. And that could be it for Okada. Goes in for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Evan Edwards picks up the victory over the Rainmaker tonight. En route to his Undisputed Championship match. Okada started strong with a tombstone and 2 Rainmaker combinations. But in the end, Evan Edwards was the one able to pick up the victory. And he is back on his winning ways. The man who has only lost 2 matches. And there was some serious reasonings behind that, but either way, when he is fresh as a breath hair. Okay, my words were bad there. As fresh as a daisy, let's go with that one. When he's at 100%, can anyone defeat Evan Edwards? I guess we'll have to find out in the future, but for now we continue onwards with action.